Hi, I'm Mark, and this is Subliteral Network. I make art and comics, and thanks for watching. Remember to hit like and subscribe and to leave your feedback in the comments. Now, I post art daily 5 days a week on Instagram, Facebook, and X, and this is a roundup of some of that work in case you missed it, with a little more detailed description added. You can read my Una the Cave Bunny comics free at radiocomics.com, and my Rock Rats comic is now available for my Patreon subscribers. Visit my Patreon page if you'd like to support my work. There's a growing gallery of art and comics to see and enjoy. You can join at the free level for an introduction to all the features. All these links are in my description and bio, so please watch till the end so you don't miss anything. Right after I had drawn a Zatanna drawing for eBay, I decided to do this little cartoony version of the character. So you can see I'm making cartoon decisions. I'm putting like all these wacky stars behind her. I'm giving her these like gigantic rounded hips. And, just sort of taking the character and exaggerating and reducing stuff here and there to get a certain effect in the final work. One of the things I feel that cartooning can do for the work of an artist is to get you used to the idea of making clean, clear decisions on where things are, how things are positioned, and what things are. Like your drawing and everything has to be recognizable in an abbreviated form, and it has to be like instantly recognizable quickly when the viewer looks at it. So I find to go back and forth between doing a kind of a cartoon animated look and a more realistic look both benefit and help each other, at least for me, when I go back and forth between doing the different kinds of work. This is some Spider-Woman art that I drew to sell on eBay. This crop was what I posted last week. Mostly because I managed to get some unusual lighting effects on the back of the figure. She has her main light, which gives you the highlights that you see on the right side. And then maybe there's just some sort of low level, she's up on a building on a high wall, and there's some low level light from the street or some street lamps giving a half intensity light onto her back. That was my idea, and I think it turned out pretty well the way that I wanted it to. So this is the whole picture, and you can see that I continued that half light on the entire back of the figure, and it's really effective. At least I found it for what I wanted to do in the picture. I wanted her. She has this form-fitting bodysuit on, and I find that it's kind of a sexy idea, but at the same time, when you execute it, I feel that I want to make sure you have to kind of go a little, you have to overdo it a little bit to get the effect that the viewer might have. This is a very small drawing, a sketch card done on 2.5 inch by 3.5 inch cardstock. I've taken to calling this guy Troll Guy because he needs a name since he keeps coming up in my head, and I want to keep doing more and more art of him. He first appeared in this drawing, just sort of a filler background character. I just made him so that he was the right shape to stick in that part of the picture. But as time went by, I kept looking at him, and I said, wow, I really like this guy. So my first impression is that he's just like maybe 10 feet tall and 10 feet wide, dumb as a brick, and gets into problems that ordinarily smart people don't get into. But sort of on a side note, if I have a subject that I really feel like doing just a little tiny drawing of, which I do a lot these days, I break out like my smallest microns, like the smallest diameter nibs, and I just kind of bear down and do a lot more detail than I figure I can get into such a small drawing. I mean, probably a lot of people are like this. There's just so many drawings that I want to do. And I find that this small format lets me get more of those done. Thanks for watching. Thanks to my subscribers, and a special welcome to my new subscribers. I'm happy and appreciate that you enjoy hearing about my work, and I hope you can come back for more. Remember, joining me on Patreon helps me create the content you enjoy.